Hey, crypto heads, it's the Goose with the Cryptic Paranormal Show. What are you doing, Tina?
I have a desk. You know, so you put on a cake dish.
You have.
On a cake dish on a little TV tray in my living room. Hi.
Perfect.
There you go. That's perfect.
Good.
Good. Hey, crypto heads, it's the Goose with the Cryptic Paranormal Show. We're back, and we have a special guest tonight. We also got a special guest host down there, Boss Lady Kate, taking over for Heisenberg. Good to see you, Boss Lady. Thank you for coming on and helping us out. But I know you definitely want to be a part of this episode because we have Tina on.
My favorite.
Super excited to have her on. But real quick, how's everybody's fourth? How's everything? How you guys doing?
Good.
Denise? I can't hear you, Denise.
Uh-oh. Denise.
Hold on. You're muted. Hold on.
There we go. Oh. Nope.
Oh, there we go. Now we can hear you.
Okay. I can't believe it's been that long. I feel like the 4th was like a month ago. It's been a very long month, which is good because it's summertime. But
right.
Sure.
But like I was telling you earlier, it's like my kids are going away for the week next week, and then they come back and go away again for band camp. They come back and school starts. It's like, holy crap!
Oh my gosh!
The summer is just flying. They've already sent out like the supply list for.
Yeah, we got ours today.
They don't do it for the high school anymore, so we don't get them. But we still get the email for the whole entire school district. So whatever.
I got my school list. I got mine like a month ago. I was shocked.
Oh my god!
Oh yeah.
I know. Yeah, I swear. Yeah, he was out of school, and then like the next week he got his school supply thing. I was like, "Can you just give me a break? Can I have a break?"
Right. It just feels like go because they're so busy just even during the summer. So it's not like they like relax or like hang out or do anything. So I don't know. But here we are, back in the saddle again. And we got Miss Tina Frick, our team Dark Alley Medium, and also good, wonderful, beautiful, amazing friend. There she is.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for guys.
Absolutely. So, what's been going on with you? How have you been?
Me?
Yeah.
I've been great. I've been having some ghost issues in the house as usual because I can't stop bringing in antiques. So, a friend brought a gorgeous brass bed from the late 1800s and another beautiful cabinet, which I've already got one, but why have one when you can have two?
Right.
But that one's also from probably mid 1800s, and it's handmade. And I guess they came out of a house that had a lot of haunting issues, and so I've been dealing with a few things, including voices and knockings and just cold spots and stuff. I like to try to contact the spirit before I banish it, because I'd like to know, like, I don't know what it's about and if it needs something. So banish it right out of my house, especially if it doesn't seem like it's bad. And this one doesn't seem bad, so it seems like it's a girl. Heard her voice twice, and so that's what's been going on in my house.
Wow.
Fun. You still having issues with that spinner, the yarn spinner?
Yes, I am still having issues with the yarn spinner. You can see it, I think, in the background here somewhere. It's the wrong side.
It's backwards.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There. So the cats still hiss at it. He hisses at it, and Dora plays with it. So, but she's always playing with the spirits, so it makes sense. She when I brought it in, I put it down. She went over and sat in front of it, and Wolfie came up, sniffed it, hissed at it, backed up, and ran. And he looked at it for the longest time. I'm like maybe 5 full minutes, and then she stood up and put her little paws on the wheel and started to spin it.
Huh.
I was like, did she just like look at that and figure out that it spun, or
was she taught how to do it?
She taught how to do it like what happened there. That was so bizarre.
That's so crazy.
It is.
Where did that one come from?
That one came from a place, a little thrift store, but the it's called. Let's give them a plug. It's called. God, I'll never remember the name of it. Something about paws. Happy Tales. That's it. Happy Tales.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I know the place.
Oh.
Valley, and they had gotten this from a house that a man died at, and a lot of this stuff came through, and he had a lot of very old things, and I loved a couple of things from him. Really fell in love with the yarn spinner, but yeah. Yep, but I think that the brass bed might be the culprit this time.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's got... I keep wanting Goose to stop over and take a look at it and see what he thinks. It's in the garage right now.
Oh, okay.
So when it happened in the beginning, I didn't think about the bed because... Or the hutch thing because they weren't in my house. But I guess the garage is my house, so... Spirit right on in.
Isn't it fun how, like, I think it's so fun having weird friends that, like, it's totally normal for you to be like, hey, can you stop over and check out my bed and see if there's something attached to it?
That's true.
I love it.
That is awesome.
That's why I love the paranormal. You could say anything you want and people are just like, oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right over. Yeah.
Yeah. Right? Yeah, let me just grab my equipment. I'll be over after work.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Something is...
Where you going? I'm going to investigate a bed.
A bed.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, my friend's got a haunted bed, That's just it's a Tuesday night, whatever.
Probably nothing. Probably just residual.
The bed, so so I'm thinking it's the bed. I feel it's the bed as well. But my daughter was the first person that said, Mom, because I was like, I don't know what the hell happened. At home that this happened, and she was like, bed. I was like, oh, the bed. That was last night, and and this thing's talking.
Yeah.
So,
oh boy.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So can you? I know everybody's different with their psychic abilities, but can you, like, touch something and have things shown to you?
It's psychometry, is what it's called. And
okay.
Yes and no. It doesn't always come through for me. I have a friend that's very strong with it, and she always gets right on.
That's cool.
I'm sort of touch and go with it. I get visuals, but they're not always the things that the people relate to the item. A lady brought me a necklace, and she said, handed it to me, and I was holding it, and I said, this was your mom's? And she said, yes. And I said, did she have long red hair? And she said, no. And I was like, oh. Okay, so there's a woman with long red hair that owned this. And she was like, no, I don't think so. Well, about a week later, she called me and said, okay, so it was actually my grandmother's, and she had long red hair. And so I know right off that she had long red hair. So all of her in black and white.
That's so cool.
That was cool.
Sounds like she was testing you.
Yeah. What'd you say it's called?
Psychometry.
Okay, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
It always fascinates me.
Why couldn't I take that in high school?
Yeah,
right?
Really.
Right?
Fuck geometry. I want to take psychometry.
Right. It's actually a very helpful thing to have,
Yeah.
To
I would think so. Yeah.
We need a little more of being able to tell things about people in this world.
Right. Imagine you just shake hands and you get to know everything about somebody.
Right.
Yeah.
Or all the stuff that you should be aware of anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was Bruce Willis's superpower in Unbreakable. He would touch people and he could see everything that they did.
I love Bruce.
Mama Mary Bassett's in the house. What's up, Mama?
Hi.
Hi, Mary.
She's another gifted medium.
Nice to meet you, Mary.
Well, when you go ahead. You were gonna say something.
No, go ahead.
We talk over each other constantly. Sorry.
Not in the same room.
No. What is your primary way you read for people? Is it the tarot cards, or do you ever do just like kind of getting feelings or energies off them?
So I do psychic readings. So I get information from the tarot cards, but I get the bulk of my information from connecting physically with a person. So I'm a little. I haven't really done these readings online like this, where I'm trying to connect with something in the ethers. But I'm going to give it a try and see how it goes. I do. My best readings are with people in front of me. Being able to touch them, talk to them, get a vibe off of them. I like to actually have them hand me something that they've got, a piece of jewelry, something like that they wear all the time. Guys usually just throw their keys at me. Cool, they don't work. Sometimes they ring. Then I have them calm down and hold a crystal, just a quartz crystal. I have a couple of really big ones, and I think that helps them sort of clarify their thoughts and stuff. And I want them to think about what they want to know and shuffle the cards while they do to get their energy into the cards. And all of that energy transference is very important for a reading, I think. For me anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was always wondering how people actually do their remote readings, like, because like you said, for me it would have to be like I would have to be sitting in front of them. Like I don't know how you get that vibe through a screen when somebody's like, God knows where they are.
I think if I have a little information about them, like their name, their birth name, and birth date, something like that. That's what I'm going to try. I'm going to try to connect that way.
Okay.
Yep.
If there's anybody in the chat room right now, shout out and let us know, and we'll try this and experiment with Tina.
There you go.
But if you want to like read one of us while we're waiting for somebody to.
Why not? Okay.
What's that?
I'm taking a look at my cards here. They're kind of a mess. All right. So
She must be reading me. The cards are a mess.
Stop it.
Well, I just read a friend that was very, very upset and depressed with this. So it is, I'm trying to shuffle it and get it all back into its normal self here. Okay. So who's got a question?
I think Kate's always got a question, right?
I got so many questions. Jeez, you got to narrow it down a little bit. I have a question.
Well, when I tried to read your husband, I got a reading for you. So,
oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
The first time I was on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, I always wonder if you ever meet people and they're like, you just get nothing for them, just like.
It happens, and usually to be honest, it's usually a man. And they're usually very closed off, and they've been talked into getting a tarot reading by their significant other, and they are very, as I said, closed, and they don't really want a reading, and so it happens. It's happened with women, but most often it's with a man.
I could believe that.
No, come on. It doesn't sound like the male species.
Really? What male species?
Yeah, I'm just here because my wife made me. I don't know why. It's whatever.
I was here. Okay, well, I don't know if it's a question that it would be best answered, but well, No. I would say I wanted to also tell a story about kind of what happened. Something weird happened this week.
Okay.
So, and I don't know if it was just a warning or if it's purely coincidence, but my mom was watching Lincoln, and at their house, the smoke alarm started going off. So my mom took it down and took the battery out. And a couple minutes later, it started beeping again with no battery inside. So they both kind of like looked at each other like, oh, that's pretty strange. So my mom told me when I picked him up, no big deal. And then that night, we have candles in our house that we light occasionally, and I had moved it onto the kitchen counter, and Lincoln went over and grabbed a paper towel, and as he pulled it off, it caught fire, and he threw it, and it just like landed on the ground, but he was screaming, and it eventually like it was just one paper towel, so it went out. And that was the first thing I could think of was like, oh my God, was somebody trying to like warn him, warn us, like, was that, or is it purely just, are they trying to get our attention for something else? I don't know.
Okay.
That would be a crazy coincidence.
Yeah.
Your mom's house?
So the smoke detector that went off at my mom's house, and the actual like paper towel on fire was at our house. But we're only like a mile away. 1.7 miles if you ask Michael. He knows exactly.
Heisenberg.
He knows exactly how far he is away from his in-laws.
My daughter lives 1.1 miles.
See, there you go. Okay.
Nice.
And it's my daughter that made sure I always say the 0.1.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm picking up on a spirit that is female.
Okay.
I'm feeling that it's male, but my cards are saying it's female.
Oh.
So I'm gonna go with that. I feel like, well, this is not a nice card.
Oh.
So,
Good.
and this is not either. This is a spirit that's walking away from things that were good in his life and is really angry. Really feeling like he's been done wrong. I'm wondering if he did not come into the house with your husband.
What?
Yeah.
That would be a first.
Would it?
Yeah.
For a male.
Yeah, it's usually old ladies looking for a good time.
That's true. They're always, yeah, that's true.
No, the cards are saying it's a woman.
Oh, no.
Felt like it was a man because of the aggression of the spirit. There's a anger and there's a lot of aggression, and it's very possible that I think maybe you ought to smudge him and maybe your little boy.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm
not having feelings that I'm getting about this spirit. There's definitely, those are two definite signs, and they're both related to fire.
Yeah.
Which is really unnerving.
Yeah.
So I would say, do you have smudge, or do you need me to come smudge? You guys live right near me.
I know. Yeah, no, I have no idea what that entails. So
I could come over and smudge your house for you.
Okay.
Okay. I could come Tuesday.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right.
Let's do it. Yeah.
And in the meantime, don't light any candles.
Don't. Okay.
Yeah.
Any candles? Yeah.
Yeah. Let's let a professional do the smudging.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. The cards are still telling me it's a woman. So, she's 18, so she's older. Is this like some old lady thing that attaches to him usually, or what?
Every time.
He does get. Yeah, he does have old ladies that are always attached to him. But yeah. I don't know where he would have picked this one up at, but
you can pick them
He's
up.
such a whore.
At a grocery store. You can, hanging out with some other person that's maybe their person, and they see somebody that's got that they can attach to.
Oh.
You can drag them home. I used to say that I would like to invent a thing called like smudge-o-matic, that like you put outside your door, light it when you get home, and it lights the
Yeah.
fire, and a little fan blows the smoke, and you just down in the smoke and then go in your house. And because it like really be helpful for people that are psychic or sensitive, because they can tend to pick up spirits, especially Mike and you know, us people that are going to haunted locations and stuff.
Yeah.
You're not. People are usually not attracted to this if they have no spiritual gifts.
Mm.
You know, like I believe Denise has a lot of spiritual gifts, and we know she does. So I don't know you well enough to say, Caitlin, but I would imagine yes. You know, so.
Do you think Lincoln does? Has he ever said anything?
No, yes and no. But only very. I mean, I've always wondered. You know, I think my mom thinks that he's going to be like that. He is very sensitive. But oddly enough, our next door neighbor has died, and he for some reason really liked Lincoln. Like nobody else, him and Michael, like were the only two people. He hated me, but that's fine. Grumpy old man, just whatever. But he passed away recently. Lincoln was looking over at his house, and he's like, Mom, he's like, who's standing over at Julius's house? And I was like, what are you talking about? He goes, who's that guy over there? And I look over and there's nobody there. Yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, well, what's he wearing? And he said, I don't know, it's red. Well, he's got like a brick house. So I just wondered, well, if he's like, a see-through spirit, maybe it looks like, red or brick kind of thing. But I'm for sure waiting to just see like this guy go like past his window. I feel like we're going to see him eventually one day. But yeah, he doesn't seem to be like afraid of it or anything. I'm just like, oh yeah, there's.
How old is Lincoln now?
5.
Wow, he's 5.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. Yeah.
It just flies, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Oh. Yeah, he's awesome. But
well, I remember when you brought him to MadCon. He was running through Madison like playing with his friends.
Yeah, Scare and Seek. That was he said that he was playing with he wanted to go to his friend's house. That was his friend's house. And he said that he's going to go play Scare and Seek with his friends. And I was like, oh, okay. I don't know why we have to call it that. But okay. And and when he was like before that, when he was a baby, Mike took him into the basement. And I guess Lincoln was like waving at someone, so yeah, I don't doubt it.
No, I don't doubt it either. I feel like he's definitely got some gifts.
Yeah.
How about
oh, yes.
Do you feel spirits, and do you?
Yes, I do. I think that I close myself off though to it a lot. I think because I think I get scared. So I do think I tend to put a wall up. But I think if I were to like learn how to truly let it, come forward, I think so. So yeah. But
I'm the same way, Kate.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think I could handle that. Right. I like to go to locations and use equipment that I can turn off at the end of the night and just go home and not see things or hear things or hear voices or anything. So I'm the same way. I totally block everything out and just brick wall.
Yeah.
I'm the opposite. Yeah. I forget, or sometimes I don't feel like I really have any kind of gifts, and then boom.
Yeah.
Something. I wasn't feeling good when we went to Wildwood for a while. Something was on me or around me. Yeah, I need to work on that. being a little bit more careful, be a
Right.
little more guarded. So
Yeah.
The beer totem that I gave you to carry with you when you go.
yep,
You did. You had
yep,
it with.
yeah, yep. I had that, and I had the pendant too.
Right.
Yep.
I
So,
saw that.
yep.
Tina, what kind of things do you do when you go places?
What kind of things? What?
What kind of things do you do when you go places?
I'm not sure.
Like to keep yourself protected.
Oh, yeah. Well, I cover myself in white light, and I wear my charm necklace, and I try to. The white light thing is the most important thing.
Mm-hmm.
All you have to do is imagine that you are covered in white light all the way around, and from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet, and that you're in this little bubble of protection that nothing can come in and touch. And it doesn't hinder you from having experiences, that's for sure.
Mm.
It has kept me from dragging things home. And I don't think that I drag things home, but I drag things that are antique home, and they get me in trouble. So,
See, that's where I would have the problem is like being in my home and hearing voices or like seeing things or knowing that people are like, that's where I'm like, I can't, like, I don't want you in my house. Even like Michael will talk about like, oh yeah, I think I saw somebody sitting at the edge of our bed. I'm like, no, no, no,
No,
no,
you didn't.
no, you didn't. I don't want to know that anyone is watching me while I'm asleep. Like, no. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
so yeah, I get that. And when this thing happened with, well, we got the bed on Sunday, and on Monday, I'm gonna take a shower, and I go into the bathroom, and I'm running the water, and I'm brushing my teeth, and all of a sudden the bathroom gets ice cold, and I'm like, what the hell? It's hot. Why is it so cold in here? And then I hear this tapping in the hallway, and it sounds like somebody's tapping with a ring on the window, and it was really loud, and it scared the hell out of me. So I am like, hello, hello, and I walk out of the bathroom, and I look, and the cats are sitting in front of the window staring at it. And okay, so I got my nerve up, and I opened the curtains to take a look. Well, it's a blind to take a look, and it's straight down. There's no trees, there's nothing there that could be making this noise. And I was scared, because here I am about to get in the shower, it's like, and
Right. Yeah.
so I go, I went in, and I texted Katie, and I texted you, Goose, and I was like, wow, this is happening. I don't know what this is. I'm kind of unnerved. This is what have to happen. I've got to take a shower. So I was like, okay, calm down, go take a shower. I go in the bathroom again. I'm about to get in the shower, and I hear it again. And I was like, oh my God. And I ran to look out the door again, and the cats are running down the stairs, and I'm like, I'm going to take a shower. I have to take a shower.
Right.
So I closed and locked the bathroom door and just took my damn shower. But that night, I'm in bed. Okay, this is crazy. So I'm in bed that night, and I'm reading, and I keep hearing a voice. And I think, well, it's probably outside, because sometimes kids are walking around outside, and I'm trying to ignore it. And then somebody said here 3 times. So stupid. Snails. Snails. And it's a girl's voice. She sounds to be in her late teens. And I'm like, holy shit, I've got goosebumps all the way to my feet. I'm in there in bed. I can't move. I'm like, what the hell? And so I was on my iPad and reading an article. And so I went over to Pinterest, and I typed in snails. And I pulled up all the pictures of snails. And I said, okay, I heard you. See? Snails. What else do you have to say? And nothing. So I was like, what the hell is snails? And I thought, well, maybe she was just trying to say some sort of a random word to see if I would hear her.
Yeah.
She said it low, and then louder, and then loudest. And Snails. So, snails.
So
I have
weird.
no idea, but I have not heard from her
See,
since.
and that's another reason I couldn't be a psychic, because like somebody will tell me something like that and I will spend hours trying to figure out, was there a girl whose nickname was Snails that got murdered? You know what I mean? Like, and I'd be trying to figure everything out. Like, I
Yeah.
can't.
Right.
Detective mode.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
the time.
I told the lady who gave me the bed, and she said, I don't know anything about snails, but I do know that the bed came out of an extremely haunted house that people won't live in.
Oh.
It's And I said, okay, where is it? And she's like, it's in Kentucky. And I said, okay, so I'm over to smudge it. So, but she said, yeah, she said, it's a family.
Right.
There's a lot of problems. And relatives were living there and they moved out, and then other relatives moved in and then they moved out. They said, no, it's too crazy in there. There's all kinds of bad vibes and all kinds of things breaking. And I said, oh, well, thanks for the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like that bed should have come with a warning label.
Right?
So I'm just kind of wondering, where is this house?
Right.
Right. It's find out. It's in
Yeah.
Kentucky.
Why
It
not?
is-
Oh,
So
See, like my ADHD brain is going. I'm like, Kentucky.
Yeah.
There's a Kentucky Derby. Those are races. Snails is a name for somebody who's not good at racing. Like,
Maybe the horse was named
I
Snails
don't know.
or
thank
something.
you.
Yeah. Yeah.
snail.
Nobody just randomly says snails. There's
Well,
got to be
the
something to it.
thing is that like it was so audible.
Uh,
So like somebody was right next to my ear.
That's so
oh.
crazy.
Oh.
See,
And
I would not like that.
No.
I'm freaked out by it, but I mean, I'm kind of used to it because I drag home all this stuff and I've always got some problem. Should have seen with the cradle. Oh,
Yeah.
God, the cradle was a nightmare. You
Is it
remember?
still?
No, the cradle's good now, but it took like 2 exorcisms and a
Oh my gosh.
sweet smudge stick. And after the second exorcism, it got a little better, but after the first one, I was in bed sleeping and I had a nightmare that this demon-looking thing was in my living room, and he said, "You want to play? Come on downstairs." And
Yeah.
it got in the cradle, and I
Ew.
was like, I woke up
Oh,
like
Oh.
30 in the morning, and I was completely freaked out. And I called my friend the next morning. I said, "You got to come over here. We got to do this again. There's some damn thing attached to this thing that I cannot get rid of." And
ooh.
Lily came over a second time, and we did more work on it. And now it's good. Now I just don't even look at it.
See,
I didn't like that thing either.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm creeped out by most things baby related anyway.
Yeah.
for some
Yeah.
reason. But
Well, it was kind of freaky in Halloween when I had the skeleton baby in it. That was lovely.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I had the skeleton mom sitting on the edge of it and the skeleton baby in there.
oh my
Uh-huh.
gosh.
With a
Let's not make it worse.
with
All right.
a blanket on it.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. My daughter looked at it and said, "What are you trying to do, Mom?
Right?
Trying to bring it back or what?"
Gonna
Do you
conjure
have things
something with that.
contact you in dreams a lot?
Say that again.
Do you have things contact you in dreams a lot?
I do. It's another thing I'm not so crazy about because it wakes me up. Like if I all night and remembered it at breakfast, it would be one thing, but I sit up in bed, and feel like I can't breathe and just have to sit there until I feel like I can move and go on with my night. Trying to go back to sleep, go get a drink of water. But I don't like that very much. And I try to protect and say, before I go to bed, cover myself with white light and stuff. But sometimes things come through,
Mhm.
So
Is it always bad stuff, or do you ever have like normal stuff come through while you're sleeping?
I have some normal stuff come through. I have like old friends that are passed over. come and say hi. Like, I'll dream that I'm in so I dreamed that I was in a restaurant and I was eating dinner, and I was looking around, and an old friend of mine that passed away when she was 21 years old, she was in a motorcycle accident and we lost her. She's eating dinner at another table and she's looking at me and waving. And I was like, oh my God, Judy. You know, in the dream, I get up and run over and hug her, but I'm so excited that it wakes me up. So that's cool. That's happened to me a number of times. Also, people that are alive that I haven't seen in a long time will sometimes come to me in their dreams. And I'll look them up and they'll say, my God, I've been thinking about you like crazy for some reason. I'm like, I know, because like you were in this bar in my dream. It's right. It's lots of times it's bars, it's restaurants, or in a crowd. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it is. So yeah, good stuff happens. Bad stuff does too, though, and that's what I hate.
That's one thing that happens to me a lot is is like dreams, you know, and I think, Kate, if that happens to you too, then this is definitely true. I think that when I'm sleeping is the only time, first of all, my brain slows down enough for me to like take in a message. And second of all, it's the only time where I'm not actively protecting myself from all of that and like blocking everything off. So I think that's why, like, if somebody wants to contact me, they just sneak into my dreams because they know that I'm like caught off guard, you know.
I would 100% agree. That's the one time that, if anything, something would come through my dreams. Or there'll be times where it's like deja vu, but it's so much more than that, because I feel like I've seen the whole scene play out and I know what somebody's going to say next because I've seen it in my dream. And it's just so bizarre. And I wish I would get in a good habit of writing things down when I would wake up. I can't even get out of bed on time, let alone like wake up and consciously write down what I remember. But it's so bizarre. Yeah.
So Kate, I will offer this service to you. Because I do this to Shelly a lot of times when I have a really weird dream. I will wake up and I'll do one of those Facebook voice messages where you can just like press record and record your voice. And I'll be like, I just had the craziest dream. And I'll like tell her the whole dream in my thing. So then, because I usually forget them within 5 minutes of being awake. So if I just send her a message and it has the entire dream in it, so I could go back to it later and listen to it. So if you ever want to just message me and just be like, I had the craziest dream.
That's great. I'm going to do that.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah, because the minute you go to the bathroom, it's all over with.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
I did have one that I remembered for a long time, and then it really freaked me out because in my dream, I was seeing people and their faces were super messed up. And I was the only one that could see them. Everybody else just thought they were normal people. And I was trying my best to pretend like I couldn't see that they were aliens, is what it was in my head, in my dream.
I had this dream.
I don't want to hear that, Tina, because I'm already freaked out by the stream.
Oh, no.
And I like woke up and told myself, like, that's crazy. That's a weird dream. That's nothing, you know, whatever. And then like a week or two later is when they came out with that thing that was like, oh, people have demon face syndrome now, where they see demon faces and whatever. And it looked exactly like my dream, but they were not demons in my dream. They were aliens.
In my dream too, they were aliens.
Bro.
That's weird.
Yep. I had that dream quite a while ago.
Yeah, I would say it was probably at least 6 months ago I had this dream. Maybe even longer.
Mine was maybe 6 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was, and it stayed with me. I can still see flashes of it.
Yeah, I can still picture like a couple of scenes, you know, and they were not anything. You were what?
I was at a party walking around, and people would turn to look at me and their face would change.
Yeah.
And I would be like, did you see that?
Nobody could see it. Yeah. And it didn't take me long to realize that nobody else could see it because nobody else was reacting. And they would just be like, oh, hey, Frank, like just talking to these aliens. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm the only one. And then I was at I don't know if it was like a garage sale or something, but I was at somebody's house that I didn't know. And I saw two of the aliens like go into a little shed and they were talking about their plan. Of course, I couldn't remember that part. It couldn't be that part that I remember.
Right.
But I remember they were talking about their plan and they just looked at me and smiled because they didn't think that I could hear them or see them. And that's when I was like, okay, I need to just keep this up. Like, I need to just pretend like I see them as Frank, the friendly neighbor. And that dream really, really, really stuck with me.
Yeah, me too. It messed with me for a long time.
Yeah.
My daughter could tell you all about my dream.
Wow.
About it for like years. It's so crazy that you had the same dream.
Yeah. It was really wild. And I was like almost in tears when I saw, because I feel like a lot of times when like news comes out, like that whole demon face syndrome thing, I feel like it's just like they know it's going to happen and they know that there's going to be people who are going to be able to see them. And so they're already like trying to make them look crazy. And so like I saw this like article or whatever, and I like was so upset because I was like, I know that that's not real.
It's Indora.
Hi, Indora. Aw. She's so pretty.
She's a sweetheart.
Oh.
She's very bad when anybody comes over, she shows off. But otherwise, she's really chill. Yeah. Somebody comes in, she starts clawing the furniture. The maniac.
Love her. But yeah.
Just catching up with the chat room.
We always have to ask people when they come on the show if there's ever been a time where you're like at a grocery store and have a spirit that's telling you to tell someone something and how you handle it.
Okay, I've had it happen, and how I've handled it is I just leave.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I've just left. I have tried a couple of times to tell people, and one lady just burst into tears, and I didn't know what to do because I only had a small bit of information.
Oh no.
And another lady like yelled at me. So I'm just not doing this.
Why would she yell at you?
She was
a bitch. You could say it.
Angry bitch, yeah. She's an angry bitch. She was yelling at her kid too. So
shit.
I probably approached her, but her mother
like now is not the fucking time, okay?
Right. Her mother was like freaking out, and I said, did your mom pass? Who the hell are you? I was like,
oh wow,
sorry.
Right, Bob.
Yep, that's Tina.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I've decided I'm really glad that I'm not the Long Island psychic.
Yeah.
Oh,
I couldn't stand the hair.
I think we're all really glad that you're not the Long Island psychic.
Yeah. I mean, her stuff's very entertaining, but it's TV. It's always fun.
Yeah.
We did go see her when she was in Akron like years ago.
You did?
Oh, you did?
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, I think it was at was it John S. Knight Center or whatever the performing arts building is. The big
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I live right by the John S. Knight mansion, that he lived in. So,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
In this little bit of like, I don't know, Mansion Row, with that place across the street and then the other place.
You got Perkins Stone Mansion right behind you, and then what's it called? Is it the John Brown House?
John Brown,
Yeah. It's a cool area. I love that area. It's really neat.
It's a little sketchy too. I'm like, people that live in here always are like, well, where do you live? And I say, over off of,
wherever,
and they go, oh, it's you're not really in the square.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that sounds like
whatever.
them too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it does. That's very
It's a good
accurate, actually.
representation. Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm. It's true.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like,
Damn
oh,
Highland Square
you're
people.
really somebody big that lives in Akron, Ohio,
Right.
where like,
Right.
woo,
Oh.
I'm not worthy. Got exchange.
Can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
Sure.
Here for.
Sorry. So now I'm like obsessed with dreams, and I also was talking to my sister. I don't know why. Which, for the record, Tina has told me that me and my sister were twins in a past life because we are like super connected.
Yeah.
That's
We
cool.
had that weird thing where, like, you know, she gets hurt in California and I can feel it here. But
Yeah.
it turns out that we both have dreams about the same place. And this place is not a place that we've ever been before. And it is like, both of us said that it was like a university or like a college. And we're stuck there. We can't go anywhere else. And both of us have seen one of those metal catwalks like they have on submarines inside of the building. And we know that that's the only way to get to the other parts of the place. And there's like all these like students and professors walking around, but they're really like guards to keep us there. And we both, whenever we're there, like recruit other people, like new students will come and we will tell them like, listen, this is a prison, you can't leave. They're gonna
But you recruit
pretend
them?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm the prison like Walmart greeter.
Recruiter.
I don't
Yeah.
know. But it's weird because she said like almost the exact same thing, and we were doing the Facebook like voice thing, and we both were telling about our dreams, and they were exactly the same. And there's always like
Weird.
big walls of books,
Huh.
but I have no idea what it is.
That's weird.
Does it feel like it's not in America?
Yeah, because we actually both described it as like a university in like England or something. Or
Okay.
I was gonna say Ireland for some reason that kept coming through.
Okay.
And it could have been a school, and it could have been a place where girls were sent and couldn't leave.
So like prison. Yeah.
Like a private school type thing.
Or
Yeah.
maybe even sort of a reformatory or
Oh.
place. Wow. I want to do a past life reading on you, honey. So
Okay.
next time I see you, or maybe if I can get you to the house.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I was gonna ask if you do past life readings at all.
I do.
You do.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to
Actually,
pay you
if
for
you
that.
all come to my Halloween party, I sat in the attic room with everybody, and I did past life readings for everyone that came in the room.
Dude, that attic room scares me. I don't know what it is about that, but it terrifies me.
Yeah.
Well, I bought a God, I can't think of the word. I bought a mannequin today. So
Oh, geez.
on Facebook, and I'm going to
I'm never coming over again.
So it's going to be a little even spookier up there with the skeleton and now the mannequin. She's
Oh my goodness.
flesh tone. She's so pretty. She looks like Charlize Theron or something.
Oh my gosh.
Beautiful. And I would show her to you, but I can't lift her up, and she's face down on my living room floor. Got her in her stand, and I couldn't get her up in the stand over, and it's flat. I don't know. I saw her online today, and I was like, I have to have her.
Oh my gosh.
I'm buying her right now. I called the lady.
See,
like 4 blocks.
listen, when something is telling me I have to buy that, I don't buy it on purpose because I feel like that's a spirit telling me, take me home.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Oh Okay, so that's my problem.
Yes.
I see. Because
They're tricking you.
I had said that to Katie. I said, I see these things and I have to have them, and I think maybe it's because there's a spirit attached to it, and they're saying like, "You need me. You take me home right now."
Yeah,
Buy
that's
me
not your own thought.
And
Right.
so, yeah, you're
They're
right.
trying to hitch a ride.
They do,
Right.
and I let them. I kind of like the company.
I'm surprised with a garage full of like old furniture that my wife collects to refurb and sell that nothing has come with that, because some of it's old. But we did have a weird thing happen the other night. We had just laid down to go to bed, and the TV turned on downstairs.
Oh.
I'm like, okay, maybe the dog was like messing around on the couch or the chair, and we left the remote there or something. But both dogs were sound asleep on the bed. Oh, shit.
Oh shit.
So I go down there and I'm like, I can't even find the remote. I could not find the remote at all. I'm like, oh, this is fucking weird. Like, nobody was down here. There was no remote. Like, and you could barely find the button on the TV because it's like one of those new TVs. I'm like, I don't know how this turned on. This is really weird. So I'm looking for the remote to turn it off, and my PlayStation turns on.
Oh my gosh.
Like the HDMI like flipped over. I'm like, so do we like got like some kind of like
A gamer ghost?
Yeah, gamer ghost, or like, of course, I would get some weird like new age like kid who probably OD'd while playing games or something like that. Yeah. It was just like, what the hell?
Dog or something. I'll come smudge your house too. For years it's what I did. I went to houses and smudged and got rid of ghosts.
Oh, bear.
Did I ever tell you about what happened with the lady when I bought my house? I was having wild shit happen at my house, and my son, who was 6 at the time, was telling me about the man in the hallway with the goat horns. So, and I was like, in my 20s, just bought my first house. I was freaking out. And so I talked to this woman who was from the West Side, and she told me that she could come out and smudge my house and get rid of it, but it would be $350. And I was like, I don't have $350. And she's like, well, that's a far drive for me. And I was like, okay, cool story. I don't have $350. So she's like, just go to the Dollar Tree, get one of those religious white candles and say, this is my house. You're not welcome here. And I was like, okay, bet. So I did it. That was the biggest mistake ever, because everything was amplified by 10, because whatever it was like, oh, really, bitch? Really, bitch?
Right.
This is your house?
You think that dollar store candle's going to stop me?
I always did it for a donation,
Yeah.
I did that to people because a lot of people would come into my store and be like, help. It's like children. Like, what am I going to say? Give me $350? Like,
right?
Yeah.
So I would just go. Like, I've accepted
Good call,
food.
Tim.
I've accepted presents.
Right.
You just do. I do it for free for my friends whenever anybody buys a house, or if they're having some problem, come over and do it. I just think it's terrible to make that much money off of something that people are having a hard time with.
Right.
I'm happy with a sandwich, to be honest. Just make me a sandwich. I'm good.
Right.
Make me dinner. I'll come over and do it.
Order a pizza.
$3 for gas or something.
So I would say, Denise, what did you have to end up doing? I mean,
just living peacefully with each other. And I took Shelly's advice long before I met Shelly, and I just ignored it. And I said, okay, I'm just not going to try to piss this guy off anymore. And my 2 later children both had seen the same guy, same way of presenting himself to my children. But I
you were just like, don't worry about it. If you just don't talk to him. It's okay.
Yeah, that's what I do. And I don't ever do anything in my house, like any ghost hunting stuff. The only time I broke that rule was when I won my Phasma box. And like, my kids have seen a little girl and they've seen that man. And I turned on the Phasma box and I heard a man say, she can hear us now. And
Oh,
then
shit.
a little girl said, she's so nice. And I was like,
That's right.
turn it off, done. It works. So it was like literally 10 seconds of investigating. But other than that, I have just completely ignored everything and we just coexist. And then I have parties and psychics come over and they're like, who's that man? And I'm like, don't talk to him.
Don't talk to him. Shut up. You shut your face.
You don't see anything. Move along.
Yeah,
There's nothing to see here.
No.
The goat horns
moving
are a
on.
little alarming to me, but that's...
Yeah, right?
Go talk to Michael. He has an attachment.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm starting to wonder if it might be my neighbor next door, because now we've got all sorts of his shit. They started putting stuff out on the curb, and this neighbor who hated me, now we got I got some intercom stuff and like a tape recorder and like an old record player and stuff. I got all this stuff.
Yeah, Kate.
Well, it's cool stuff. I mean,
that's me. Oh, it's cool stuff.
It's not antique. It's from the 80s. Whatever. It can't be that. I don't know. But I mean, he's not going to be.
I gotta go so I can play
to
PlayStation.
A Radio
so,
Shack intercom.
Oh, that's cool as hell.
But it is cool, right? Fuck yeah. Yeah. It works too. So, but yeah.
Nice.
We do house clean outs at work, and I took some stuff from this house where this guy committed suicide. It was not even that much stuff. It was like, here, I'll show you. I took this box.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, right? It's cute.
Nice.
Anyways, I had the stuff in my trunk, and 3 times while driving, my trunk opened while I'm on the road. And then I took his stuff out of my trunk, and then it never happened again.
Yeah. See, he doesn't want to be in the trunk, and you should put that somewhere.
And Julius doesn't want your stuff.
Julius, I would not be surprised if Julius was coming after me in the afterlife.
Right.
You know, but he liked Lincoln and Michael, so yeah.
So maybe only Lincoln and Michael can take stuff.
He didn't like you.
No, I pissed him off.
Okay, so it's really weird that the cards were saying it was a woman.
Yeah.
But I was feeling it was a man.
It was a man.
It's interesting.
I know.
Come to your house.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think he didn't like women was one of the biggest things. He was very I talked to his daughter. I didn't even know he had a daughter. She had never come over until he was gone. And she said he had always been like that. He was just very much looked down upon women. And and I don't think he liked strong women. I think it was just a power struggle kind of thing. So the fact that I bought the house, it was, I was, I don't know. I think it just rubbed him the wrong way. But I told him to get off my property one time because he came over and was complaining that we needed to mow the grass. And it was when Michael was working a lot of weird hours and night shift, and he was very stressed out and just wasn't doing well mentally. And I was like, you need to lay off of him. We'll get it when we get it. And he's like, it's your job. It's your property. You're a homeowner. You need to take responsibility. And I was like, it is my property. Get the F off my property. And he went away. He left, and that was it. He wouldn't talk to me ever again. So
wow. Maybe it is him then.
Maybe. Sorry, Julie.
Not light any candles.
Don't light any candles.
Yeah.
I'll be there Tuesday. I might be able to come Monday. But I've got
she's moving up the timeline. She's like, well, shit, what are you guys doing after this? Hold on.
I had a roof again, and so now I've got adjusters and insurance people crawling all over my house and driving me. So that's happening here Monday.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're what? You're getting a roof? Is that what you said?
Getting a new roof.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah. The people that sold me the house said it had a new roof, but not. What it had was a guy that she knew with a hammer and shingles.
Oh no.
Oh no.
The spots were caulked with indoor caulking.
Oh geez.
And my ceiling, my beautiful ceiling in my living room, has now got some bubbles on it.
Oh no.
So it's going to have to be a different claim for the ceiling and the roof. So I don't know. I don't know if they can fix it so nothing else happens to the ceiling. I could probably. I mean, I did restoration and repair work on statuary and fountains. I think I could probably fix this. So
yeah,
it just pisses.
Yeah.
That lady is. I mean, if we had the money to sue her, we would sue her.
Wow.
Because she falsely stated there was a new roof.
right.
Right.
Yeah.
There's rotting boards and all kinds of stuff going on up there.
That's
Wow.
terrible.
What are you gonna do? You know, get an insurance claim and pay out the butt, and then your insurance goes up.
Yeah.
So,
Good times.
yeah.
Yep.
Well, I'll live through it, you know, and then I'll have a roof that doesn't leak anymore.
There you go.
Just look at the bright side, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we did get the house for a good price, and I feel like
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's an awesome house. I love your house.
Yeah, it is.
it's a cool old house.
Yeah, feels good. Well, it's about that time, everybody. Time to say goodbye. Have a good weekend. Couple things to plug. Did you have anything you wanted to share, Tina?
Anything to plug?
Anything? Yeah.
No. I just said no to a tarot gig because it's in a bar that is very, very, let's say, rowdy would be a good word.
Oh yeah, that's no
okay.
fun.
I've read there before. It was a county bar and in Kent. And,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
yeah. So I read there before and it was really hard. So I decided not to do it. So no plugs.
Okay. Well, we got a couple things coming up. We got HillCon is right around the corner at the Haunted Hillview Manor. Super excited about that. It's on August 10th. I think it starts at 11 o'clock and goes till 5. There's a lot of cool guests. A couple of our friends will be there. Heather Taddy, Lauren Hellickson will be there. Dave Giuliano, who we just had on the show, and a couple other people. And then coming up in October, there is Hope Paranormal Expo. I'm super excited to be a part of that. I was invited out to be a special speaker at that one, and that's going to be at the Seneca Allegheny Community Center. It's hosted by Brooke from Wildwood Manor and Bree Hollingshead. Be like Bree and Old World Paranormal. It's going to be really cool. It's a fundraiser to help raise funds for suicide prevention. And our buddy Lauren is going to be at that one as well. She's at everything now. Love her to death. She's so cool. We got Vince Killian, who was just on last week with us, the urban investigator. And yeah, and I'm going to be there. I didn't put my picture up, but if you're a vendor and you're interested in being a part of this event, there's the information. You can contact me and I can get you to where you need to go, or just contact. There is Hope Paranormal Expo page, and they can get you set up. So yeah, and then MadCon in September. So it's going to be a busy next few months.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I thought of a plug.
Okay.
I have an email, tinastarot13@gmail.com if you want to get a reading. If you mention the show, I will give you a discount.
Woo!
There you go.
Tina's Tarot, Tarot 13.
Let me put that up in the chat real quick.
Oh, that's a good idea. I probably could have done that.
What was it again? I'm sorry.
Tina's, TINAS, Tarot, TAROT 13@gmail.com.
I hope
It's
I
better to
spelled it
reach
right.
me through my
Can't see what I'm
email.
reading.
I never answer my phone because it's got 1 billion people that call me from the internet. Like the
Oh, yeah.
you looked at this website and now we have your
Right.
house and
Yeah.
Right.
Call you every day for the rest of your life.
I hate that.
Well, if you guys are looking for a good reading and a good reading, you'll get a good one from Tina. She's amazing. She's very gifted. Give her a holler. All right, guys.
Thanks for
Dave?
having
Yeah.
What do we
What,
say?
Tina?
Oh,
Don't be an asshole.
Oh yeah. Don't be an
don't
asshole.
be an asshole.
no assholes.
Tina, thank you so much for being on. We absolutely adore you. I love you.
Love you guys too.
Crypto heads, we'll see you next week, and I will might just be another us show. We'll see, but yeah, stay tuned. We'll find out.
Text me.
Love you
Bye,
guys.
guys.
Text me. I'll come
Bye.
Tuesday.